He will not do this. He can't do that. We need to introspect and see where are we undermining the capability of our children. The sibling equation is totally gone. Siblings should behave like this. Siblings should behave like that. How come? How? Hello everybody, a very warm welcome from Rajni Singh. Sashakt Empowering Lives welcomes you to yet another power-packed video. For those of you who are joining us first time, my name is Rajni. I'm a special educator, now 17 years of work experience, 21-year-old on the autism spectrum, doing very, very well, completed his graduation in hotel management. Okay, that's a quick introduction. On this channel, we do a lot of talking about autism, parenting, teaching, different dynamics, peace in the family, peace of mind, and trust in your child. And how do you build the kid successful? So, without any further delay, let us very quickly get started with today's topic. Today, we are going to talk about a very, very important dynamic, which is siblings, the equation of siblings. Okay, siblings in an autistic family and tips and techniques for coaches as well as parents. Because parents are also coaches, right? So, what to do and what not to do? Well, I'm not an absolute expert, so to say. I'm not an expert in anything, I would say. I'm a learner with time. And every passing day is teaching me things that I'm doing wrong with my kid and I should not be doing it. I stop right there in my tracks and say, oh, I need to change this. So, I'm not an expert coach, but I'm an expert introspector. So, it's all that I'm introspecting. Well, did I do this right? Okay. And measuring it on cause and effect. What I did versus what happened. And this is what I would want as lesson 1 for everybody listening to me today. Become expert introspectors. Introspect, introspect, introspect. Go inwards. Find out. I did this. What was it rooted in? Was it rooted in insecurity? Was it rooted in faith? Was it rooted in overconfidence? Exactly, really what? Why did I do what I did? Yeah. So, just to share a very small example with you. I was talking about my son, and no matter how much I say to everybody, be positive, but as a mother, sometimes you sleep. Yeah. And I was speaking to a friend and I said, you know what? He answered 3 questions well. The 4th one, he didn't know about it. My God, I don't know what's going to happen. They'll fail him. I was talking about an interview. And the man said, nobody knows everything. He said, the fact that out of 4, he knew 3 questions and he answered is great victory for me. And I thought, this is how I would have thought about another kid on the spectrum. But this is not how I think about Jay. For Jay, I am so focused on that one which he did not know. Yeah, completely overlooking the 3 that he did. That's the point. Introspect and figure out. Yeah, so that's what I want each one of you to do. To start developing an attitude of introspection. Because, as educators, as coaches, as people, we are unbiased. While I want the best for your kid, I am not tied to your kid in an emotional entanglement of what's going to happen, oh my God, and I'm not sleeping at night. But with my own kid, I am. Yeah? Just like they say, the topmost surgeon cannot operate on its own child's body. Very difficult. They have to find the second in line. Same way. Each one of us, each parent, has to outgrow that parent bond. First thing, and look at their children, yeah, and then do the assumptions and formulations and the judgments around those. So now you will say, but you started on a different topic, Rajni. You were talking about sibling dynamics and what is this going up to? Yeah, so let me join the two. When I have a whole skewed opinion about my kid, अरे ये नहीं कर सकता. He will not do this. He can't do that. You know what? He answered so poorly. He did this. Oh my God, he ruined that thing. And I am discussing in the house, in front of the husband, in front of the younger sibling. So you see the connect now? Huh? After a while, when I am away, maybe gone for a walk or gym or something, or gone to take sabji bhaji, and husband is away, maybe walking the dog or in the office, and the two boys are together, it gives the younger fellow an open hand to assume the lack of capability of Jay, because he just heard his mother doing that a while ago. Yeah? What a huge damage, because I did not realize what I was up to. Yeah? Unknowingly. But yeah, I undermined my child's ability. For one mistake he made out of 4, 3 were correct and 1 was wrong. And I just blew him apart that how could you do this in an interview? This is exactly what happened right today. Only to sit here and hear from that stranger, not stranger, a friend actually, who said, so what, nobody knows everything, 3 answers were correct. And I said, oops, that's how I would have thought about another kid. But that's not how I'm thinking about Jay. So when I put this situation into the sibling equation, this is what we do day and night. When it comes to our children, we are entangled into emotions and our own insecurities. You and me together, the same, okay? I'm no, super evolved soul, no. I'm just someone who's trying to introspect a little, one notch ahead of what I was introspecting yesterday. Only so much. Yeah, no comparison with anybody on the outside. So, we need to introspect and see where are we undermining the capability of our children. Number 1. Number 2, how are we presenting it in the house in front of children? Number 3, when we are doing that in front of children and they are listening, the brothers and sisters, what is it doing to the dynamic between the two? Because long after I am dead and my husband is dead, the boys will be around. And so one of them will always hold a lower opinion about the other, because when he was a baby, he was a kid, he heard his mother yakking. Yeah? So what the mother has to do? Shut up and believe in the boy that he can. That not everybody clears every interview. That the fact that Rajni is sitting here talking today has failed the maximum number of interviews in her life and still is sitting here and talking. Yeah? So, the minute I realized this, I said this message needs to go out to each and everyone, not just me. Sibling dynamics will be as good as you treat your kid in your head. Yeah, you might say, I treat both my children equal. How dare you say that, Rajni? But how do you treat your kid in here? Do you really believe that your autistic child is capable? It's an ouch question, because we hide that question under layers and layers. But deep down, it's hurting us because somewhere we don't believe. Somewhere we feel, oh, he might make this mistake and he might make that mistake. Yeah, we don't believe. And when we don't believe, they respond accordingly to the energy that we send across. Yeah? Exam not cleared, interview not cleared, not did well in the play or something. And then we crib about it. The next step, to our husbands, openly, publicly, without realizing, in front of me, you know what? And Mir is listening. And then the sibling equation is totally gone, because Veer has formed an opinion for his brother. And he thinks he has his right to speak the way he wants to speak. And then, over a period of time, Veer begins to develop lack of love. I don't want to say hatred, but lack of love for this one, more of a burden. My God, in front of my friends, he will let me now. So many of us will not even agree to this and say, doesn't happen like that in my house. But my only question is, introspect. Find out if really it's happening like that. Your children will be very healthily bonded with each other for as long as they believe the other's capability. So if I yell and shout in front of my Jay and say, Veer is so lazy, he's sleeping most of the time, then the next time I get to hear Jay, who's on the spectrum, telling Veer, get up lazy bum, you're all the time sleeping. Why? Because I contributed to formation of an opinion about Veer in the head of Jay, irrespective of who is on the spectrum. Yeah? So what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is that be absolutely introspective and give ourselves that thought and say, whatever is going to come out of my mouth, what impact is it going to create in the head of my younger or older child? Or if it's a twin, the other sibling. What impact is it going to create? And what is the long-term impact of the whole thing? And then open our mouth. Always believe in your child. Believe in their capabilities. In the absence of the child, praise the child. Say good things about them. The sibling will automatically begin to believe, begin to have a good relationship and be respectful. For example, my sister who lives in the US, oh my God, I respect her to the moon and back. You ask me, I will only have good things to talk about. Oh, she's a CFO. Oh, this. Oh, that. Oh, this. She's such a good mother. She's got such a good body. Why? Because that's how it is being built in me. When I look at her, I'm full of awe. And thankfully, it's the same way back. She looks at me and she's full of awe. She will speak 15 minutes about her sister. Why? Because that dynamic was built that way. Yeah? Now suppose if there was another dynamic where parents were cribbing about her to me. Or not to me, but to my mother. Oh, she's so useless. Then my thought of my sister would have been totally different. So it's not so much about autism. It's about how you see your kid on the spectrum vis-a-vis the other kid. Yeah? Small things. Oh, ye to regular hai na. Huh? Look at the tone. Look at the body language. Ye to regular hai na. Or, mother's telling me, regular hai. Huh? Yeah, normal hai. Yeah? Look at the body language. So I'm saying, how many children you have? So she's saying, the elder one and the younger one, he's 5 years. Wo normal hai. What is that saying? That is saying, ye to normal hai, wo normal nahi hai. So if that's the thought going on inside, that's the words, those are the words coming out in one format or the other at home, creating an absolute chaos for the kid on the spectrum. And then we say, siblings should behave like this, siblings should behave like that. How come? How will siblings behave in the name of God? They will not. They will learn from us about their elder or younger brother or sister. So be mindful of that. Yeah. I hope this input was valuable and it did ring a bell in your heads. And I'll come back and meet you another time with another topic. We do autism related questions and answers and some topics every Tuesday live, Instagram and YouTube. That's a free service. The link is given in the description box. You can click on the link and join from there. We also do the Autism Masterclass. That's a paid product. It's on Fridays 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. On a ticket price of 199 rupees. But we teach about the 5-finger model that I devised over the years, and I talk about behaviors and language and social self-help and academic skills of children on the autism spectrum and how to improve that. Should you want to learn more about autism and how to develop your child in a more holistic manner, in a happy, peaceful way, and lead them to success, please go right ahead and click on the link given below in the description, and I shall see you at the masterclass as well as in the live. Until then, may each kid win. Bye bye.